Hey guys, My Little Pony Fantasy 2004 here, and welcome to another Let's Play. But I'm going back to the Sonic series. So we're going to be playing Sonic 2 from Game Gear. And I think, in my opinion, this is one of the hardest games of all time. And in the instruction manual it says, if you want to get Tails back, you have to find all the Chaos Emeralds. It's not easy, but it's very hard, and it's not easy to begin with. It's very hard, it's not easy, it's very hard. But here's the title screen, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Okay, so here it is. But this is a different game, different than the first one. So this is the first one. This is the Game Gear. This is the second one. Again, it's different than Sonic 2. Again, this is different than Sonic 2. This is different than Sonic 2. On the Mega, this is different. But anyways, and I'm sure a lot of people thinking, well, I haven't do it even. Why not gonna do a Let's Play on the Game Gear version? Because, so anyways, and I think, in my opinion, I think this is the hardest game of them all. One of the #1 hardest video game ever made. But I think I had to agree with all the Sonic fans. It is one of the hardest games in the whole game of the Sonic franchises. But I think it's so hard. Man, that's just maybe the hardest game ever made. But anyways, the first, okay, so this is, this is World 1, the Underground Zone. This is the Underground Zone, the first zone of the game. So yeah, this is the first one, so that was Act 1, that was the first one. Now we're on to Act 2, because there was a Chaos Emerald in this game. And I gotta tell you, could be hard. Man, this is so hard. It is one of the hardest games in the world. I think this is one of the hardest games ever made, because it's considered, if not the hardest, of the worst, hardest game of the Sonic game. It's not easy, but it's could be the hardest one. And you know, getting the Chaos Emerald is super duper hard, because the super duper exclamation always gets through. How can I say the super duper exclamation? Who cares about it? It's just like that. Okay, so anyways, enough of all that. So the first Chaos Emerald. So we had to find the very first Chaos Emerald, and the first Chaos Emerald is not easy. And oh, don't want to fall. Alright, so this one, the very first Chaos Emerald is you had to jump out of this mind cart, and you make it to and you got the first Chaos Emerald. So anyways, that was the very first act. anyways, that was the very first act. So that was the first Chaos Emerald. Okay, so now we're in Act 3, and I think Act 3, in my opinion, one of the hardest acts in the game. But I think because of the boss fight, it's not easy, and the reason why Sonic 2 is on Game Gear is the hardest, because it has no spin dash. It's not easy, but it's super hard. As you can see, well, I finally not died. Yes, not died in the lava. So now we enter the first boss fight, and I think. So this first boss is, you have to jump over these ball bombs, or that is behind the crab thingy, and when you get hits by that, the crab became so fast And Eggman has to charge up before he gets up, and he destroys the creativity, and boom! That's it. That was very hard. But anyways, hit this one and boom! That was Act 3 of the Underground Zone. So there you go. That was Act 3. So that was Act 3 of. Alright, so I apologize for that. Video cut, but it was a noise in the background of this one. But anyways, we're on to the next zone in the game, which is Sky High Zone. For this zone right here, I think this is maybe the second zone of the whole Sonic 2 Game of Gear of the whole game series, but of the whole like Sonic Game Gear series, like it's like there's something who knows. Of the whole, like, there's 20%. Anyways, so this one, and for this gliding section of this one, you need to mash the left button. So you need to mash the left button when you glide it. It's like, don't take this. Hit this and you get an extra life box. You get a 1-up box. Which I nearly forgot it. All about it. So for this one, you need to keep mashing the left button. So you need to keep mashing the left button when you press A to jump. So yeah, that's the end of that level. Alright, so I apologize for that video cut again, but I have to cut the camera off because I had to charge the battery because my phone was died a moment ago. But now it's all fully charged up, and now we're on to the. So I think this is okay. So the next one, the second Chaos Emerald, in my opinion, it's got to be one of the hardest ones to be released because it's got to be hard. Because it's the hardest one to find, and for this one, you don't even get extra point at all, because you always do. Okay, so all you have to do with this one, you need to jump at the highest point in them all, because otherwise, if you don't get that jumping point, you might just screw it up, and you have to start all over again. So I'm gonna see who's landing. Yeah, that's one. Okay, so I'll get to that, and whoa! I found this one, so now I got the second Chaos Emerald. So yeah, as you can see, if I tell this one, it's be a lot harder. This a lot harder than the actual thing to be exact point of the opposite. But anyways, there's a lot of clouds are blowing away, and I just don't want to manage this to just always just keep ruining the whole universe. But right now that was the end of that level. Okay, so the next boss fight, I think. Okay, so the next one. Alright, so now we're in Act 3 now. So I think Act 3, in my opinion, it's one of the hardest, but I think it's very hard, but hey, I know why, because this is Act 3, but anyways, on to the next act, because, the next act is maybe getting very annoying, because right now we're in the next boss, and these are the mini penguins, and you have to defeat them. So anyways, with these projectiles, you have to defeat them, but it's so hard, but there you go. So now, on to the next boss, which the next boss, I think, in my opinion, so now on to the third boss in this game. And there's the crane of this one, so all you have to do is to beat this crane, and then, in order to beat this. So anyways, it destroys the egg egg bonus and that's it. That's it for this boss fight. So yeah, and that's gonna wrap up for today's part of Sonic 2 on Game Gear, and I'll see you in part 2 on Sonic 2 for Game Gear. Bye!